Hey, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. I've been getting over my sickness. So today I want to talk about 2025 goals. But the first question I have is, how are you? No, like, really, how are you? Have you even made goals for this year? And if not, I'm curious to know why, because I know it's not everybody's vibe, but it's what helps keeps me organized, okay? So my goal list for 2025 is not long whatsoever. There's really only about 4 things that I really want to focus on this year. Fitness is one, obviously. My spirituality is another one. Reading books is the third one, and then the fourth one is social media and consistency and growing on social media. Okay, so those are like the top 4 things that I want to do, and I just want to come up here and share a little bit about how that's going so far because, as you know, it's coming up on January 15th, and yeah, people just start to fall off. I think was it Friday or something that was considered like the National Quitters Day or something like that, where people make goals and then by that date they kind of just let it fall to the wayside. They're like, okay, forget it. I'm not gonna worry about any of that. But I don't want to do that. I'm happy to say that since January the 6th, because that's when my 12-week program started, I've been working out and I've been doing active recovery, except for yesterday. Yesterday was my rest day, and I was actually sick again. I had body aches and body chills. That's it. But I couldn't do any type of active recovery at all that day. So that was the only day since January the 6th that I haven't worked out. But I have been faithfully going to the gym. I've been working about 4:30 a.m. every morning, and I'm so proud of myself this far. And I'm definitely going to keep going because I started last year and I quit. And that's very disappointing. As far as my spirituality, I haven't really started that yet. I have a Bible, but I purchased another Bible off Amazon and it was supposed to be here today, I think, January the 13th. But it got pushed back. So still waiting on that to come in. Which is really not an excuse because you have the Bible app and you have other stuff. So that's one goal that I'm already not really doing well on. And then what I say thirdly was reading. See, I forgot that fast. So yeah, reading. I've been doing great on that. As of today, I've read 5 books completed, 1 book I DNF'd, and I'm actually starting a new book called The Book of Doors. And you could probably see it right here a little bit behind me, but I have a stack of library books right here about former library books that I would love to get done by the end of this month. And I will because I have to turn those back on January the 29th, I think. So that was definitely what we get done. The last bit of my goals is content creation. That's it. And I give it about a 50% rating right now because my whole goal is to be consistent and I haven't been consistent, but I created brand kits on Canva. I'm working on creating brand templates, and then I think that'll actually help me be a little more productive in the aspect of creating content every day because everything is going to be streamlined. And there's, when I make my templates, I have templates to choose from. So that's something that's actually going to help me. So I'm slowly getting there, but I think if I continue working in the way that I'm working by February, I should definitely be posting some type of content every day on Instagram because that's going to be my go-to. Sadly, TikTok is leaving us, and I'm heartbroken about that. It's still up in the air until the 19th, but I wholeheartedly feel like they're going to do away with it, which absolutely sucks because that's probably one of the best platforms I've ever been on when it comes to engagement, communication, like everything. I just love everything about TikTok, and it's so sad. But I have all these Instagram pages. I never gave up on Instagram. Not too keen on joining new apps, but if I have to, I don't know. I think I want to master Instagram first. Instagram and YouTube. Yeah. But for you guys, Some of the aspects of creating goals includes making SMART goals, okay? So SMART goals are, you probably have heard of this before: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. Okay? So you just want to make sure that you are using the SMART goal method when you are creating your goals. So like for me, which I'm going to talk about this in another video, but I recently read the 12-week year, and it's a very interesting concept. I get it, I understand it, I vibe with it. I kind of started it, or I thought I was going to start it, but not really. Don't really know how to explain it, but I think the SMART method along with the 12-week year, it goes hand in hand, especially when it comes to the time based of it, because the 12-week year is obviously 12 weeks. What can you get done in the 12-week time frame? So when you're making your goals, that's what you want to make sure that you are making them specific, because you don't want to say, I just want to lose 30 pounds. I want to lose 30 pounds in 12 weeks by doing what? Um, that's measurable, because you know you want to lose 30 pounds in 12 weeks. That's measurable. How many pounds per week do I have to lose to meet that goal? It's achievable. I don't know. I feel like 30 pounds in 12 weeks is not healthy whatsoever. So that's just being like, so it's not that achievable. And it's relevant. It's relevant to you and your lifestyle that you're trying to create, I guess, or whatever. So yeah, I just want to come in here real quickly and talk about some of my goals, and to check in with y'all and to see how y'all doing. And oh, I also got this little microphone, you guys, and I absolutely love it. Helps with the quality so much, because I listened to my old videos, and then I did my other video that I posted earlier this month with this microphone. And I had it hooked on my shirt, but I didn't really like it because every time I moved, you could kind of hear that. So I'm like, I'm just gonna hold my little microphone, you know. But yeah, go ahead and comment down below what goals you have, what goals you achieved thus far, and how will you keep that momentum? Because for me, I'm doing a 12-week program, but obviously you have to go back and reevaluate your goals once you get closer to the end of 12 weeks. So you do a reflection, you reevaluate, you see what needs to change. You see what needs to change and when, so that the next 12 weeks can be the most productive 12 weeks, of your life. Also, I did want to mention, in the whole fitness category, I've actually am proud of myself as well, because before New Year's, like probably a week before New Year's, I started to create a bedtime routine, and it has been amazing, like chef kiss amazing. Okay. So pre-pandemic, I used to go to bed by 8, sometimes 7 p.m. Now, the reason for this was mainly because I was bored. I had nothing to do. I was working in the office. I would come home. I would be home by at least 4:30. Like, there was sometimes I was able to clock out of work, go to the grocery store and grab some items, and still be home by 4:30. Okay. And at that time, my husband was working across town. So he sometimes wouldn't get home till late. So I was literally bored, because there's only so much TV, only so much YouTube, only so much reading you can do, and I'm not a person who be outside. I'm a homebody. So I used to go to bed pretty early. And here recently I was like, okay, so I'm trying to figure out my schedule, how I'm going to work out in the morning, because I prefer mornings versus afternoons. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start doing the wind down at 8 p.m. every day. So that's me cleaning up my kitchen, doing my nighttime routine, like facial wash and stuff like that. Tidying up anything, getting in my bed with a book and my reading light, and then literally being knocked out by 9. Sometimes a little afterwards, sometimes a little earlier. Here I've been going to sleep at 8:45, 8:30. Last night I went to sleep at 8:30, okay? I wasn't knocked out at 8:30, but I did lay down at 8:30, and it took me a little bit of time to go to sleep. But I think that really helps too. If you are able to, because I don't have any kids. I just have 2 dogs. So I am childless, okay? So I have a little more freedom with my time. So I can do that, wind down at 8 p.m., be in bed by 9, wake up at 4:30 in the morning, go to the gym, come home, and depends on how long the workout is, I'm back home by 5:30, 5:45 at the latest, take a shower. That gives me an hour to do anything before I start work at 7 a.m. So when my Bible gets here, that's going to be my routine. Take a shower, do whatever I need to do, spend time with my Bible, spend time on Asana and doing my daily planner, which I need to actually work on that. So you see, everybody's not perfect. I have goals, but I've been working. I've been trying, where I can, and I'm going to work to get better. But I want to keep this video short, so I'm just going to leave it right there. But my next video coming up will likely be about the 12-week year. If you don't know anything about that, then you just stay tuned, because, like I say, it's an interesting concept, and I think that you should be able to apply it to your life. Because you're not operating on the whole 365. You're solely honed in on those 12 weeks, and those 12 weeks is your year. That's your year. You can get a lot done in 12 weeks when you break it down to the weeks and the days and everything that needs to get done each day to accomplish your goal in those 12 weeks. I haven't completed it, so I'm not going to say it's amazing, but from what I've read, the book, which I'm going to buy it, got it from the library and I had to return it. So technically I didn't finish the whole back application process of it, but from what I read, so I'm going to finish that. I'm going to purchase the book and finish it, and then I'll come and do the 12-week year. So that may not be the next video, but it'll be an upcoming video before the end of January. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. You see my baby?